Hi there, good afternoon. This is Salzburg, the main train station. I just arrived coming from Kufstein, an hour and 10 minutes train right there, direct for 44 euros, which is about $50 or so. I reserved a hotel here in Salzburg while sitting on the train there for just one night. It is only a 10-minute walk away from here. I'm going to walk over there after having a avocado cheese sandwich and blueberry muffin, and got some leftover Toblerone Swiss chocolate in there. So having a little lunch here. It is right after 12 noon. So I will get checked in, and then I have a train tomorrow going to Vienna, Austria at around 11 in the morning. And so I have just today here in Salzburg, but I have the whole afternoon to explore. So going to a munch here, and then get to the hotel, and then get out and see this city that sounds really, really beautiful, which I know very little about, but we will be finding out much more in the coming tour. So here we go, Salzburg. So it's actually an egg and avocado sandwich. Really good one. It was 9 euros for the sandwich and the muffin. And here it is, a pretty cozy room for 113 euros, which is $125 US. Nice and quiet, clean, 5-minute walk from the train station, so that will make things nice and easy tomorrow when I catch my train to Vienna. All right, going to take a break for just a couple of minutes here and then get out and explore. A very nice park here. I've just walked about 20 minutes from my hotel that way. Now getting into the historic Old Town, which is where I will mostly be filming this video. So, a few facts and figures about Salzburg. It is the 4th largest city in Austria. It is on the Salzach River, which we will be walking over in a minute. Very close to the border of Germany. It was a Roman settlement in 15 BC, as I have shown in various videos now in Switzerland and in Austria. Then the Romans invaded, and I guess in that one year they really took over. And so it was a Roman city for centuries. And then, as you will be seeing in just a second, the Salzburg Fortress was built here about 1,000 years ago. You can see just starting to come into view there. That is where I'm walking right now. Salzburg is the birthplace of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart in 1756. Of course, one of the most famous classical composers. It is also where the 1965 musical movie The Sound of Music was filmed and set, featuring Julie Andrews. So it is a very historic city, and the Old Town is supposed to be one of the best preserved old towns in Europe. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Is it like an elephant maybe, or just surrealist art, I guess? I thought maybe it was like a psychedelic elephant, but anyway, another little park here. So I mentioned that I already bought a train ticket for tomorrow morning going to Vienna. You might be wondering, where am I going after that? Me too. I am also wondering where I'm going after that, because I don't know yet, but I don't think that I will even stop in Vienna. I've been there before, already made a video there, and I am ready to just kind of move on from the Alps and see some other countries of Eastern Europe. So I would say most likely I will end up tomorrow in either Slovakia or Hungary. But Slovenia is still an option, although going to Vienna is not the right direction to go to Slovenia. Basically, I kind of realized that I actually saw quite a bit of Slovenia, even though there is certainly more to see, but I feel like I would be kind of retracing my steps if I go into the Julian Alps again, and I've already seen the capital, whereas Slovakia and Hungary, I've only seen the capital cities. And Romania, I saw a bit of, but it is a large country, there's much more to see, and also I was there in the middle of winter. And I'm just kind of generally more intrigued to see more of Romania. So that is the general trajectory for now. I will be thinking about it over the next 12 or so hours. Maybe I'll be sitting on the train tomorrow, not sure where I'm gonna go after I arrive in Vienna. We'll see. So there you go. The Salzburg fortress. And right up here, the Salzach River. Quite an impressive sight. But I am already very much impressed. The layout of the city on this river with the hills and very remarkable architecture is really quite impressive, especially for a city that isn't as famous as many others. Of course, Salzburg is very well known, but I hadn't thought of it until people recommended coming here. And here we go, through the tunnel into the old town. Of course, the language of Austria is German, and they use the euro here for their currency. And the German is the same as in Germany, as opposed to in Switzerland, where they have Swiss German, which is distinct. I'm sure there's probably an Austrian accent or whatever, but Mozart Kugeln chocolate. So I'm assuming that this is Mozart. An amazing fountain up ahead. Looks like that is the main square there. I was thinking maybe this was it, but that's even bigger. Wow, okay. This obviously is the main cathedral. Man, it's just tremendous. Salzburg Cathedral is the 17th century Baroque cathedral of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Salzburg, dedicated to Saint Rupert and Saint Virgilius. Saint Rupert founded the church in 774, so 1,000 years earlier, on the remnants of a Roman town, and the cathedral was rebuilt in 1181 after a fire. In the 17th century, the cathedral was completely rebuilt in the Baroque style under Prince Bishop Wolf Dietrich von Rettenau. So let's see if we can go inside. And then we'll head for the fortress. Looks like it's €5. And so it looks like this is the funicular up to the fortress. Let's go for it. It just rang 4 times. It isn't 4 o'clock, is it? No, it's 3 o'clock. I guess that was the introductory bells, and then it rang 3 times after that or something. So here are some prices, and aren't these good looking compared to in Switzerland? 14.50 Wiener Schnitzel with fries. So all from 11 to 14 euros, and then hot dogs 4.30, burger 5.90. It's nice to see prices that are like less than 20 bucks. It looks like this is at the Festungsbahn. This thing really flies. And here we are. Look at these views. So Salzburg Fortress is a large medieval fortress in the city of Salzburg. It sits atop the Festungsberg at an altitude of 506 meters. It was erected at the behest of the Prince Archbishops of Salzburg. The fortress is 250 meters or 820 feet long and 150 meters or 490 feet wide, making it one of the largest medieval castles in Europe. Archaeological excavations have shown that a Roman fort existed at the highest point of the site. Construction of the current fortress began in 1077 under Archbishop Gebhard von Helfenstein. And of course there's much more to the history, but you get the idea? It is quite an imposing one. The whole area is just beautiful. And some impressive views of the Alps. Obviously not the highest mountains of the Alps, but pretty dramatic looking mountains there. World of String Puppets. The Cannon Gallery here. So here you have different models showing the size of the fort at different times. So 1460, it was fairly small. 1495, getting bigger. Definitely looking bigger here. 1515, 1540.
Massive Baumaßnahmen fanden jedoch erst ab dem 15. Jahrhundert statt.
1619, 1653, and 1810.
Darunter die Errichtung der Fürstenzimmer, die Errichtung weiterer Türme und des Salzburger Stils. Der östliche Bereich der Burg wurde als schwer zu verteidigen angesehen. Hier wurden als erste
It's really quite magnificent. It's huge. I mean, it has a square inside it, close to as big as the town square. I guess 1702. St. George's Church. Let's see if we can walk out of here like the castle in Kufstein, or if we have to take the funicular. So I just saw a good sign out that way. I will show you what I mean in a second. And then here is one of the best views you're gonna see in Salzburg and of the Austrian landscapes in general. So Germany is out that way. For all I know, those mountains might be in Germany. I'm sure you can probably see Germany from here. So much green, just gorgeous. And the mountains kind of shrouded in mist or haze or whatever just makes them look more mysterious, and certainly leaves me intrigued to see more of Austria. But still, I think that I will be moving on tomorrow. Definitely a beautiful country. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Isn't that how it goes? Pretty amazing to imagine Julie Andrews somewhere around here, like in one of these meadows in the city back in the 60s. Okay, let's keep on cruising. So here's the good sign. Footpath to town. Excellent. I'm glad that I can walk it on down. Skip the crowded funicular, as fun as it is. Reminds me a lot of the Kufstein Castle. Similar tunnel walkway going down the mountain. So you can also walk up if you want. It was 14 euros to take the funicular, including the castle entrance ticket. But if you walk up, it is 11 euros, so you only save 3 euros by walking. But if you just want to do the walk. The genesis of Baroque Salzburg. Prince Archbishop Wolf Dietrich, 1587 to 1612, transformed the narrow medieval town. He had rows of houses taken down, relocated streets, dissolved the cemetery at the cathedral, and, most importantly, realigned the new construction from 1606 cathedral's main axis to create a city dominated by open spaces. He also erected stables on the grounds of the Frauengarten Nuns Garden and started building a new residence for the Prince Archbishops. His successors were responsible for adding the Baroque silhouette to his layout. New cathedral in 1626. And I'm going to take a little break here and wait for the funicular to go past again so you can see it from the outside. It is pretty radical looking. Back in the old town. So, you can probably guess what I'm looking for at this point. Number 1, a milk. Number 2, a beer. So a not so fun fact that I thought that I would mention, even though it is well known, I'm sure, to anyone who knows the basics of World War II, but I wasn't sure who Austria was aligned with, the Axis or the Allies. I thought they must be aligned with the Axis. Hitler was born in Austria, but I didn't remember coming across like Austria was one of the Axis powers or whatever, and so looked online. So the reason that it isn't mentioned in the general history talk of who Austria was aligned with is, of course, because Hitler annexed Austria and it became part of Germany. I realize that is a basic fact, but one that probably not everybody knows. Okay, I'm ready to just take a seat somewhere and relax for a bit. It is cooling down, clouds. That is great, feels good. Here, July 24th, middle of summer, but not too hot here, even though we aren't way up in the mountains or anything, but it is definitely in the ideal zone of weather right now when you have, of course, the major heat wave happening in many parts of Europe, and then also catastrophic flooding. I guess Slovenia is actually getting hit by bad rains now, so that is another reason to hold off on going there. I think most likely my destination tomorrow will be Hungary. This sure is a popular bridge.
In the third, more.
And mission number 1 accomplished, premium Alpenmilk. That's for a small communication break.